Woman discovers that her newlywed husband is locked in a room, his hands chained and his eyes turned red. Everyone else is too afraid to approach the CEO, but the woman disregards the danger and steps forward to touch him. The next moment, the CEO goes wild, breaking the chains in a frenzy. Everyone warns the woman to stay back, but she not only ignores them but also moves closer. Then, she kisses the CEO to distract him, and takes the opportunity to insert a silver needle into his neck. The CEO instantly collapses into her arms. Moments later, he wakes up, and in order to avoid hurting his beloved wife, he prepares to return to his room to rest alone. The woman grabs him, insisting on accompanying him back to his room, staying until she sees him fall asleep. Unable to hold back, she sheds tears of sorrow, vowing that she will never again fear his mania in this lifetime. In her past life, the woman died mysteriously, and the CEO searched the world for the true killer, even killing many people in his rage. Through his investigation, the CEO discovered that the killer was the woman's uncle, and he avenged her. All of this was witnessed by the woman's soul. She finally understood how much the CEO cared for her. She had once resented the CEO for keeping her by his side, but now she deeply regretted it. She vowed that in her next life, she would be with the CEO and cherish him. When she opened her eyes again, she found herself reborn on the day before her wedding. At that time, the CEO sent the butler to deliver the wedding gifts to the woman's house, which included a credit card with an unlimited limit, and 2 luxurious villas worth $10 billion. When her uncle's family tried to claim the gifts for themselves, the woman suddenly walked downstairs to personally accept the wedding gifts from the CEO, and she decided to use the hospital and villas her grandfather left her as her dowry. Her uncle's family, intimidated by the CEO's background, dared not refuse, so they harbored resentment against the woman. When the woman stepped into the CEO's villa, she decided in this life to treat this man who loved her well. However, a little inattention fell into the arms of the old boss. Seeing their affectionate gaze, a rich girl who had always pursued the CEO became jealous. During dinner, she not only slandered the woman at the table, saying that the woman's family background was inferior and unworthy of the CEO, but the CEO's grandfather highly approved of the woman. To please the CEO, the rich girl took the initiative to serve him food, but the CEO rejected it with disgust, immediately ordering the butler to throw the food away. Then, he instructed the woman to feed him. Seeing this, the rich girl angrily left. In the middle of the night, the woman woke up from a nightmare, and found that the CEO was missing. She immediately went to search for him. It turned out that the CEO's mania had flared up again, and even the top doctors in the city couldn't control it. The grandfather had no choice but to ask the woman to try. Since she had learned traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture since childhood, perhaps she could control the CEO's mania. Sure enough, the woman used the opportunity of a kiss to insert a silver needle into the CEO's neck, and in just 3 seconds, he regained his sanity. The CEO knew he hadn't fully recovered yet, and was afraid that he might relapse and harm the woman. He asked her to sleep in another room, but the woman is never worried. Considering that a heavy rain tonight would affect the CEO's condition, the woman decided to stay, waiting until he fell asleep before leaving, because in her previous life, she had failed to cherish the CEO's love for her. In this life, she planned to make it right. Suddenly, a tear fell onto the CEO's hand, waking him from his sleep.